Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're delighted to be joined over the telephone by Dr. Yehia Abdel, the former tourism advisor of Egypt to the USA. A very good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, Ms. Annie. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And thank you so much for joining us. And of course, a happy Eid to you.
Thank you so much.
Right. First and foremost, sir, now what are the most important measures that have been undertaken to receive tourists in the coming period, especially with the return of the Russian tourists to the Red Sea?
Well, actually, the Ministry of Tourism in association with the World Health Organization and Ministry of Health in Egypt, they work diligently, to combat, the corona, and the COVID-19, and
yes.
that included the vaccination of 30,000 of the hotel and hospitality workers in Kader,
yes.
and a similar figure in Sharm el-Sheikh as well. Because within 2 weeks, we expect, inshallah, that Russian tours will be resumed back to both Sharm el-Sheikh and Kader Red Sea Resort. And last week, Russian ambassador to Egypt, he held a press conference with the governor of the Red Sea and Kader to comment about the initiatives of the Egyptian government to secure the resort and hospitality facilities and outlets, and
yes.
even the transportation network in Egypt to welcome Russian tourism back.
Indeed. Now let's talk a bit about the importance of the vaccination, especially with regards to people working in the tourism sector. How does this send a message of, reassurance to the tourists themselves?
Well, the Ministry of Tourism, in association with the Ministry of Health, they work closely with the regulations and criteria
yes.
of the World Health Organization in Geneva, and we have seen, over 2 months in Egypt, a large number of the workers in hospitality have been immunized and vaccinated, and as well the establishment and the properties has been diligently and thoroughly, checked with medical, health, and hygienic and sanitation procedures. Yes. So the workers and the facilities have been highly, immunized, and that's why Egypt is secure in its resorts and night cruises and hotels.
Yes.
There's at least 1,000 hotels in Kader that have been certified to accept tourist vaccination.
Very good. Right. Let's talk a bit about the importance of the precautionary measures. What are some of the most prominent precautionary measures that are being taken in these resort cities in preparation, of course, for the resumption of tourism, as well as, to protect not just the visitors, but, the residents themselves?
Well, actually, a month ago, the Ministry of Tourism Association with the Ministry of Health in Egypt, medical criteria, they've been vaccinating the residents of Red Sea resorts, Kader and Sharm el-Sheikh.
Yes.
People working in shopping malls, taxi drivers, in bazaars, tour guides, hotels, catering, restaurants, and accommodation facilities. So all of them, they have been vaccinated and they've been checked regularly, and the facilities itself have been sanitized, and that's why the representative of the Russian embassy, both in Sharm el-Sheikh and Kader, have been checking on the validity, of this vaccination, and that's why we're receiving the visitors from 20 countries, from Ukraine, from Moldova, from Montenegro, from Switzerland, from Austria. All of them, they've been, for the last year, they've been coming to enjoy their vacations and the Red Sea resort, so that's why Russian tours are encouraged to come back to Egypt.
Indeed, right. I'd like to thank you very, very much, Dr. Yehia Abdel, the tourism expert and our guest for this afternoon. Thank you so much, sir, for your time and your insight. A very short break, and we'll be right back to continue this edition of Cairo Local Time. Do stay tuned.